Ahoy there, pirates! Marky, or Kerfuffle Hustle, here from Rare Thief. The Season 1 update is here, and we've created a few videos to help pirates make the most of it. In one video, we explore the Merchant Alliance's all-new Lost Shipments Voyage. So, if you're new to these voyages, or having difficulty finding clues, shipwrecks, or manifests, we suggest first checking out the Lost Shipments Voyage guide. We'll link to that in the description below. Of course, we did mention the captain's keys in that guide, but we noticed in the comments and elsewhere in the community that pirates are still having a really difficult time finding the keys on their voyages. Perhaps we've just gotten lucky, but we've run these voyages many times and we do always seem to find our key, so we thought maybe we'd share what we do while searching the seas in the hopes that it just might help a few fellow pirates. Alright, let's set sail. The captain's key. Where is it and how do you find it? The captain's key will randomly spawn at any one of the clue sites during your voyage. The key is guaranteed to spawn in every voyage, but there's no guarantee at which clue site it will spawn. You could get really lucky and find the captain's key in the first clue site. It could be in your final clue site, or any in between. The captain's key is usually fairly close to the clue. If it isn't right next to the clue, you should find it no further than 15 steps away, whether it be floating in the water, near a clue in the bottle, or on a beach lying near a clue-giving NPC. There is one exception. If you or another ship sails through a sea clue site, this could scatter the treasure, clue, debris, and possibly the captain's key. So, in those instances, your search radius will be a bit bigger. Now that we know it will be at one of the clue sites and in the general vicinity of a clue, how can you easily spot it? Well, we like to keep our distance from the clue site when we first approach. For sea clue sites on the waves, this of course helps avoid scattering the loot and widening your search area. And of course, keeping the clue sites flotsam and jetsam in a tight grouping will minimize your search area and help you determine whether the captain's key is among the debris. However, whether the clue site is on land or sea, a slow distance approach will still help you spot the key. That's because, as with most treasure, the captain's key will glint from a distance. Unlike other treasure though, the captain's key will glint blue instead of the usual yellow. Clues in a bottle also glint blue from a distance, so a blue glint doesn't always mean a captain's key, but it does mean you're at least in the right location. After your initial slow approach, you'll want to do a thorough search of each site. If the clue site is a sea clue, we like to first stand on our ship and look down at the floating debris. As we mentioned, look for blue glints in the water. Blue shining treasure will either be a clue in the bottle, which you need for the voyage, or the captain's key. Be patient and let the treasure bob up and down a bit. This will give you time to see if you can spot 2 blue glints instead of just 1. Sometimes waves or other debris can cover up the glinting key. So next we usually dive down below the clue site and look up. Sometimes it's just easier to spot a captain's key floating up above from this angle down below. If the clue site is an island clue, island resident clue, or a circle map clue, your clue site will be on land. In that case, you'll want to pick up and move any treasure around the clue in a bottle or the NPC. This just makes sure that the captain's key did not simply spawn beneath something else. Next, check the immediate beach area around the clue or the NPC. If the captain's key isn't immediately obvious, check under bushes, around trees, and near washed up wooden debris. Similarly, if there's a large rock or boulder in the area, just walk around to the other side of it, just in case the captain's key spawned behind it. Walk along the beach, too. We once found a captain's key along the shoreline, under the water. If you've approached slowly, looked at the site from several angles, picked up surrounding treasure, and thoroughly checked behind and below any natural barriers, there's just one final thing we do to be extra sure. As we sail away from the clue site, we stand on our ship and look back at it. You might just catch a glimpse of glinting blue that eluded you before. And that's really all there is to it. Again, maybe we've just gotten lucky. There is always the chance that another crew has taken your key, perhaps even innocently. After all, with so many crews doing this new voyage, there are often several little flocks of birds circling along the same route. However, if when you begin your voyage, you look toward your destination and see no ships along your route, chances are that a key is simply hiding just out of sight. In that case, hopefully these steps will help ensure that you never miss a captain's key. And, more importantly, that sweet plunder locked behind the captain's doors. Happy sails!